Have you ever sat through a boring presentation that went on and on? Of course you have. We all have. Guess what? So have the people that sat through your presentations. We are all guilty of the pitfalls of presenting boring material. We get in a rut. We focus on too much information and try to cram it all into one presentation. Perhaps we don't even realize that we are putting out this boring presentation because we think that we're doing all of the right things. We are about to change that right now. Hi there, I'm Jake Schwab, Digital Learning Coach in Georgetown ISD, and I'm going to address several ways that you can take your presentation skills to the next level. Every one of you watching this video has sat through a boring presentation that could have been done differently. If we're being completely honest with ourselves, we have been responsible for a presentation that elicited an eye roll or two. Whether you are a classroom teacher, an administrator, or just a dorky dad going over the pictures of your trip to the Grand Canyon.
Don't you want to look at the Grand Canyon?
Great. Your presentation game was lacking. Let's start at the beginning. Any good presentation must be visually appealing. You could spend hours getting your slides to look just right, or you could use slide templates that already exist. There are many sites out there that have pre-built templates with artistic flair already built in. Sites like Slides Carnival and Slides Go allow you to choose from a variety of templates. The ease with which you can find a template that fits your needs allows you to focus on the material being presented instead of the background glitz and glamour. Careful though, you can definitely go down a rabbit hole trying to find that perfect template. I know I have. If you are in the market for something a little more interactive or engaging, you also have more options. Sites like Prezi.com and Genially offer you the ability to create a slick presentation that has visual capabilities not found in your everyday PowerPoint or Google Slides. These sites will create a polished presentation that can keep the attention of your audience. Now, Prezi offers an option to record yourself with a presentation overlaid on top of your video. Pretty sweet. Beware of the rabbit hole that you can get sucked into with these sites as well. It is very easy to spend a ton of time tweaking the various settings. Next up on the list is a video editing tool that is incredibly helpful in creating a finished product. If your presentation is a video that you want to either send out to people or host on a site like YouTube, you're going to want to make it as professional looking as possible. Clipchamp is a free site that allows you to edit videos, adding all sorts of special effects and add-ons. Your video production skills from the beginning of the pandemic are not cutting it anymore. Step it up to keep that audience engaged. Who knows, you may even win an award.
Thank you. You love me. You really love me.
Now that your presentation is all pretty and polished, you want to make sure that your audience is actually engaging with what you are presenting. Depending on your presentation method, there are a variety of tools that can be incorporated into that presentation. Polling tools such as Mentimeter, Poll Everywhere, and quizzes allow you to engage your audience while determining whether or not your information is actually getting through to them. People were used to the sit and get presentations of the past. Problem is, there was a lot of sitting, not a lot of getting. This approach to presenting also gives you, as the presenter, an opportunity to keep the audience on their toes and away from that slippery slope of La La Land. Okay, so we have a pretty polished presentation. We have people polling precision. We have Pollyanna peppering pineapple pizza. Okay, I want to take a moment now to discuss the actual design of your presentation. What you put before your audience should be more than just a pretty face. I'm going to outline a few considerations that you should take into account as you build your presentation. Get rid of the text-filled slides. Less is more. Focus on your message. Avoid reading directly from the slide. Consider the font and coloring of the slide. Will you be presenting to a large audience? Will they be able to read it in the back of the room? Would a visual be more effective than words? Center your presentation around one main idea. This helps to keep you from going in too many directions, losing your audience in the process. Outline your presentation to help keep yourself on track. This outline could even be given to participants so that they can follow along or refer back to afterwards. Get rid of any extra details that are getting in the way of a clear and concise presentation. Get rid of detailed descriptions, background information, redundant statements, or explanations of common knowledge not needed. These things tend to create the boring environment that you are attempting to eliminate. Instead, think of keeping the persuasive facts and figures, illustrative examples, and impactful quotes. Use your text to reinforce what you're saying and avoid repetition. Have one key takeaway on each slide. This helps to avoid overwhelming your audience with too much information. One way to guide this thinking is that you should have one slide per minute of presentation. This might make your slide deck longer, but it will be more concise and impactful for your audience. Keep them visuals coming. Audiences like to look at things that are appealing. By making your slides visually appealing, you are drawing them into the world of information that you are presenting. Consider using charts, infographics, color schemes, and appropriate fonts to draw the audience's eyes to your presentation. Quick note, Comic Sans is never in an appropriate font. While this list is by no means exhaustive, it should be a good start to get you on the right path. Think about what you have liked and disliked when you view a presentation, and use some of these concepts to help when you're developing your own presentations. Thank you for watching.